You know, I've actually been very reluctant to join this, but after all these content claims and I guess a couple of my videos being muted, I'm very surprised they were muted. With all that popping up, I have at this point decided, you know what, I think it's time to join the hashtag YouTubeIsOver. I've been thinking about it a couple of days too, so yeah. Look, I'm all cool with YouTube because look, I understand where the YouTube creators, like the YouTube celebs, people who have over 1 million subscribers or more, maybe like at most 800,000 subscribers or more, I completely understand where they're coming from. I, for one, am a YouTube creator myself. The problem is that YouTube keeps slapping on these new censorships that actually makes it more and more difficult. I mean, I'm gonna read a couple of these too, and I'm gonna actually let it pop up the screen too. So let me just read you off like some of the new advertiser-friendly content guidelines, which is, in my view, the most complete bullshit thing that I've ever heard, in my opinion. And sorry, you know my channel, you know my I rarely use a third rule. You know my 2 rules, but mostly I say rule number 1, I will use foul language. If you don't like foul language, I always encourage you to go look for another YouTuber. I always encourage that. But I rarely use the F word. Now here's what I call the advertiser unfriendly content guidelines BS. Okay, so here's what the inappropriate for advertising is. And I am completely for like a couple of these. Like they completely make sense. But the rest of them, no. So let me show you, and I'll have like a little screen right there to show you what I'm talking about. Content that is considered not advertiser friendly includes, but is not limited to, sexual suggestive content, including partial nudity and sexual humor. Now I completely understand the partial nudity part because look, we don't want to show nudity on the internet because people go crazy for that. That's why they invented porn sites. And I'm not encouraging that, I'm just saying. But sexual humor, some of those jokes that I usually make are sexual humors once in a while. It's supposed to be a joke. It's a parody of a sense of humor that I have. I guess YouTube doesn't have a sense of humor. What's going on, YouTube? Anyways, violence, including display of serious injury, events related to violent extremism. Okay, I'm assuming you better not be talking about video games in general, because if video games are violent, well, I guess I'm out of a career then. Sucks to be me. God, I already hate my life. Including display of serious injury. I mean, if you're doing stupid stuff like the Jackass series, or if you're promoting like ISIS is doing, like, we do not like you infidels, then no, I absolutely agree with those. You should not be showing that. That is really bad. But violence, if you're talking about video game violence, that is not real, people. Use your brains. And I'm talking to YouTube people. Like the corporations, like, let me just think how I can do this. They'll be like, okay, we're gonna throw on these absolute, complete BS rules, and I think it'll be a great idea because it will work, and that way YouTube will love us, and this will make it easier for all the other big corporations. Shouldn't it be a really good idea to inform the YouTube community that we might be slapping on these rules? You know, it might actually give them a chance to prepare or, you know, get their opinion on it. Nah, they'll be completely fine with it. Just you watch, trust me. I completely know what I'm doing. I'm the boss. I know what's best. Okay, I'm pretty sure even Captain Awesome, Captain Awesome, there we go. Captain Awesome would not approve of this. He would think it would be complete bogus and have said that this is not awesome. I mean, I should get him right out here soon. He'll probably do a rant too. I'll make him do a rant video himself. And he'll say, Captain Awesome doesn't support this. So, let's, go over the rest. Inappropriate language, including harassment, profanity, and vulgar language. Okay, I say this in every part 1 of a YouTube game series, or in all of my YouTube reactions, or if I have to, in any of my vlogs or any of my other videos. I always warn that I will use foul language, and I encourage you to go find another YouTuber who doesn't use profanity or inappropriate language. I always encourage that. I mean, I will never use the F word. I mean, if I do, it's by accident, and it was just like, by instinct, like, you son of a bitch, motherfucker, like I got super scared and something that I couldn't control my emotions. forgive me for that, because I'm going to confess that's just like in my genes, in my personality at that point, including harassment. Well, first off, I never harass people. Well, at least I hope I don't at all. I don't think I harass anybody that I know of. Well, maybe Captain Awesome and other. Wait, no, never mind. Other Carson is just different, and Billy's a different case. I'm not a. Shut up, Billy. Sorry, I had to shut up, Billy. Billy's my persona or personality that I tend to pick on, and everybody knows who Billy is in this channel. I mean, if you don't, then I find it very shocking how you don't. Look, you're already limiting me to try to use happy, family-friendly, clean language. I can try, but I want it have to be censored. I'm gonna have to use a lot of censoring at that point, and it's not easy. I swear, it is not easy completely. That's like saying, you mother fudge sundae, I'm going to kick you in the butt, you son of a woman's son. That is completely hard for you to be kicked in the butt, because you have to be beep, 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 beep. It would be a complete mess for me, because I can't do that to myself. I can't control my emotions sometimes. As you know, you people can't as well. The people being the viewers in the YouTube community. Now, promotion of drugs, regulated substances, including selling, use, or abuse of such items. Look, I don't encourage you to use drugs, so that's completely fine. That's a legitimate rule. Controversial, sensitive subjects and events, blah, 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 including related wars, political conflicts, and natural disasters and tragedies. Even graphic imagery is not shown. Look, I can't say the graphic imagery on video games is, I guess you could say, considered graphic. That's how the game creator and developers made it. So if you're gonna take it out on somebody like YouTube, you gotta take it out on them. So I had to officially join the hashtag YouTubeIsOver party, because YouTube at this point pretty much is over, and I'm waiting for a new website to come out. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. YouTube has been a great community for like myself, fellow YouTubers, and the YouTube celebs, and also the viewers itself. We've been able to put out great things, we've been able to watch great things, and that's what makes YouTube great. I mean, I've been with YouTube since 2008, but I waited three or four years to jump on the wagon and say, you know what, let me start making videos and see what happens. And I apparently got fans and subscribers and viewers. You know, now that I think about that, maybe I should have thought what would have happened if I started making videos at 2008, 2009. What would have happened then? Would I have made more subscribers? Shit! So overall, though, like, I'm waiting for the next video web series, like, website to come out. Because clearly, YouTube is not going to allow us, the creators, like, the fairness and, like, the ability to create things that we like creating. You're limiting us, you're censoring us, and we don't like that. We don't like being censored for making good content that viewers like, okay? That's what makes them come to us. Now, I am absolutely for the little protest for this. This is absolutely bullshit. I took about a week, maybe a few days to think about it, because look, I was like, look, I can understand a couple of these, but these are getting a little ridiculous. And when I heard the other YouTubers talk about it, I can now understand their argument. And I'm waiting for the business corporati version of theirs, like why, or their argument, why they did this. Because so far, we've heard nothing from them. And they're gonna be like, no, just, it's good, it's good. It's for family-friendly environment, okay? You realize most of your YouTubers are gonna be either late, like, teens, to adults, to middle-aged men. Yeah, if elderly senior men and women are watching this, by all means, let them watch it. I am not going to judge. Now, look, you can't limit I guess you could say, the possibilities or the creativities of YouTubers. That's just not fair for us. It's just like, hey, just go with it. No, we're not going to go with it. Change is sometimes good, but there is sometimes change that is bad. And this is the kind of bad change that we don't want. It doesn't make sense because it just doesn't work that way. We're not going to just hop on the wagon and say, let's go with it. No. You get the idea of what I'm saying. Now, should a new, like, I guess you could say, YouTube video website pop up, like the new website would be like this, like, hey, come to our website. We are the next YouTube. We'll be better than them. We're not going to censor you guys. We're going to let you put out what you want. All we ask is for a few things. One, you don't put out nudity because that doesn't because we want to be a very clean and friendly society of people. So don't put out any nudity at all, which is completely understandable. It's completely understandable on that first one. Second, number 2, if you're gonna make a reaction video to a movie trailer or some popular thing that a company owns, please shorten the screen so that way you're at that point, it's a creator video and it's your content at that point. And that way we can't flag you completely, or we can't flag you at all. Because look, let's get to the facts, okay? A lot of YouTubers want to react to things, okay? They want to react to game trailers, they want to react to movie trailers, they want to react to, like, big music concert events, okay? That's what they want to react to, and you can't simply just shun that society at all. I mean, I've seen a couple of YouTubers who, like I did a couple of times, have gotten away with just shortening the screen, and they were able to monetize it. Number 3, we ask that you don't at all put out any violent extremism or like bones of blood and extremely gross stuff on our website, because we don't want to show that unless it is approved and controlled by a news media. Then we will allow that to happen. Well, I guess that's a compromise in a way, but that's completely understandable. Anything they make, like I hope the new YouTube website, or if YouTube decides to fix itself and say, look, we're sorry for that, we're really sorry, we really apologize for that. We didn't know you were all going to get frustrated and outraged with this. Well, that's kind of good right there. You should do like that. If YouTube does that, or a new YouTube website that is more content creator friendly and allows us to put out the things we want without being limited by copyright claims or flagging, then I might actually be able to do something, and I might actually be kind of happy. But let's be clear about this. Most YouTubers are kind of upset, like myself. Most YouTubers are kind of upset because our content is being flagged, our content is being copyright claimed, and we're not making any YouTube money at this point. Like, we're not getting monetized. Some of our videos are unable to get monetized to the point we're not able to make any profit, and we're not going to actually we're like, what's the point of even making the video? Like, look, I put some work on this too, okay? I put work on this whole video in general. Chose some music, I chose some, like, the right things to say, I chose to talk to you, the fans and viewers and subscribers, and anybody else out there who want to watch this. But look, it's just that some of the YouTube celebs, like, I can understand their argument. They make a good portion of money that allows them to go on living. I have a job, for starters, so I can't just make the argument for myself. But the YouTube money that I grab or use, that goes to games. It goes to sometimes food if there are no good games out there. And I choose to use that money carefully. Very carefully do I choose to use that money. So YouTube's not going to affect my life. Like, the YouTube losing a lot of money is not going to affect me completely, but it is going to hurt me a little bit. So it will make me a little bit more reluctant to buy some of these games. So I'm hoping, like, I'm not going to say hope, but I'm pretty sure the next YouTube website that pops out, it will probably, like, restart some of the big YouTube celebs. Maybe there's some of the subscribers and viewers and fans will follow them. For sure, like, here's a couple examples. So here are a couple examples of YouTubers who, let's say they went to the new YouTube website or the new creator content-friendly website. A couple of YouTubers who probably would not, like, be hurt big or would still have most of their subscribers. A couple would be, like, PewDiePie. PewDiePie has a huge fan base, is the #1 subscribed YouTuber, and I'm pretty confident, like, let's say if he went to the news website and he pointed it out, and all the YouTubers were flooding over there. VideoMe, let's go with that. We'll call the other YouTube website, if they were ever to make it, VideoMe. All the VideoMeers, or the former YouTubers, would probably flood to VideoMe. And probably, like, PewDiePie would probably not lose a majority of his subscribers. He'd probably, like, take a small dent. Like, he'd probably go, like, what was he? He's probably, like, at 45 million. He'd probably go down to, like, 35 million. But he would still get back some of his subscribers in the end. Just saying, not going to say that he's going to lose all of them. It's just that he's going to take a small dent. I mean, if he takes a huge dent from, like, 45 million, to 5 million, That's a huge dent, okay? Don't get me wrong. That'll be like, whoa, how did he lose all that? Another one would probably be like Smosh. Smosh is not going to lose its subscribers. Most people just know Smosh. We just know it. We're just going to go right back to it. If they have like, I think it's like 15 million, they're probably going to go down to like 10, 7 million. It won't hurt them big on the new VideoMe website. It's just that we'll probably go, it's just that we'll find them again. We'll find a way to find them. Anthony Padilla and Ian Hecox are just too popular to forget. A third, outside of those two, it's probably like, I'm going to just list them, like people who I think would not take a huge hit on moving to a new website, and their fans, but also their fans would follow them. Number 1 would be Markiplier. 2 would be H2O Delirious. A third would probably be like Philip DeFranco, maybe. Just throwing out a maybe on that one. 4 would be pretty much I Has Cupcakes. And probably another female YouTuber would be like Afmao, okay? They're not going to take huge hits. They're going to probably lose a few of their subscribers. Maybe, like if I had to say for I Has Cupcakes, I'm looking at her website right now. She has like almost 5 million. If, let's say, she has 5 million, she's probably going to bump down to 2 or 1 million. I'm sorry, but that may be the case if she has to move to a new website and her fans take a slow progression or slow transition to moving over that site. All the other YouTubers, probably under 800,000 subscribers, are probably going to lose a half of their fan base, okay? I already know that for a fact. Half of their fans are going to leave them, okay? That's a fact. That's not a theory, okay? It's going to be probably the same for me. I'm probably going to go from, like, I'm looking at my website right now. I have 43, as of this video, I have 4,316. I'm probably going to go all the way down back to under 2,000 subscribers. Most of my friends probably going to go the same way. We're going to be losing half of our fan base, or just overall more than our fan base. But that also leaves opportunity. If, like, for example, and remember, this is just still a theory or an idea of what the new website that could be like YouTube would be named. Let's call it VideoMe for now. It would probably give us the opportunity to rise up to the top. Because look, I've always said this. My dream one day on YouTube is to hit 100,000 subscribers. Clearly, I'm not going to be able to hit that goal, okay? I'm not going to hit that goal with all the YouTube celebs getting all the attention, okay? That's a clear, obvious hint. But that doesn't mean that if, let's say, VideoMe popped out, and I was like one of the few people like under the, let's say, 1 week period transition, that doesn't mean I'm not going to flip over there and I could just jump right to the top by posting quick videos of myself and things. Now, let's be clear on something, okay? Let's be very, very clear on something. I want YouTube to succeed and do better because YouTube is YouTube. Why not? Everybody loves YouTube, doesn't it? Don't they? I mean, yeah, don't they? But with all these changes, all these censorships, all these problems, that makes it harder for YouTube creators video makers, it is completely frustrating. It is completely frustrating for us to do anything. So, I have officially joined the hashtag YouTubeIsOver. I'm not going to support these changes. I mean, don't get me wrong, not all the changes. There are a couple that are actually good. Like, if you're going to show, like violent extremism, serious injury, political war, natural disasters, and tragedies, that stuff should be only for the news to show. Like the news, YouTube Media Network stuff. They should only be the ones to show that. Okay. So, yeah, apparently there's already something called Vimeo, or VidMe, but my idea is different. VideoMe is a little bit different, okay? I'm not saying that these two are just gonna pop up to the top and grow. I'm talking about a new thing that just I guess you could say, destroys the three of these video websites by a landslide. It just crushes the competition. And then Google, Apple, or any of the big companies say, hey, we would like to buy you out because we think we could do better with the website. And whoever creates the new quote-unquote VideoMe website, he would be like, no, not gonna happen. I know what you guys are gonna do. You've done it over YouTube. well, Google did this with YouTube. They made a huge disdain with all these changes on YouTube, and made it hard for YouTubers to create things. You did a lot of censoring. No, not gonna happen. I'm not gonna sell it. I don't care how much money you offer me. Not gonna happen. Now, the YouTube video platform world needs to really think about what it's doing, because you're creating a wedge and huge disdain where a lot of us just want to move away from you now. We just are waiting for the next VideoMe website, right? Where we can just ditch YouTube and become, I guess you could call us, if we go to that VideoMe, we call ourselves VideoMeers, okay? I'm just coming up with terms, okay? Don't hate on me. So let's go over the overall what I talked about. If you're just tuning in and you just want to watch what I said at the bottom. First off, after thinking about it for a few days, I'm joining YouTubeIsOver party. I am joining that. I had to think about it because, I looked at the rules. I thought some of them were okay, and I thought some of them were BS, but then I listened to the other creators, like the YouTube celebs and other YouTubers, that this is kind of bullshit, okay? This is kind of unfair for us all. Number 2, with me, and I'm hoping all the other YouTubers are out there, we're looking for the next YouTube out there, or what I call VideoMe, that will take over like destroy YouTube, and will be the new popular thing that we all want to be a part of. Because, and well, it will hurt the YouTube celebs a little bit. It will drop their subscriber, maybe their viewerships just a little bit, but they'll still get their their monetized videos, their money overall. That doesn't mean us underdog YouTubers can't reach the top or cannot grow out of that new website. I'll probably, if I hear of one that actually is growing, let me know in the comments below, fans. I would love to hear that. Seriously, I would love to hear like the idea of possibly finding a new video channel that could help me get to the top. Like if you hear of a new one that is actually getting popular and that might actually replace YouTube, let me know in the comments below. I may actually try it out and see what happens. Because if all the other popular YouTubers are going to that website, I might as well try to make some quick videos up there, get my name out there a little bit. Although I'll change my name, okay? I will confess, I will change my name if I go to a new website. It'll be similar, but Carson myself does kind of sound catchy. Any case, number 3, I am having a huge disdain and acknowledgement that YouTube is creating a huge wedge for us, and it's completely BS, and hopefully you guys agree with me on that. Last but not least, I think many of the YouTube creators may actually just pretty much think about waiting for the idea that, we have to find a new content creator, video creator, or video maker friendly websites that will allow us to transition from YouTube to something better. Like I said, VideoMe, not VidMe or Vimeo. Some of the censorship is okay, like nudity, blood and gore, like actual blood and gore on somebody's channel, unless it's a news channel. Don't get me wrong. If it's a news channel, that's a completely different story. If it's like a random person's video and he's making blood, gore, violence, killing, and all that stuff, and nudity, that channel has to be banned or blocked, okay? That's a huge difference. For me, we're going to have to wait for that popular channel to come out. We're waiting for that one to pop up where we're like, I love this idea. So I hope you guys liked my super long video. I mean, I know it's only going to be over 15 minutes. I'm going to have to do a lot of editing. But the thing is that we want this channel to be about, well, I want this channel. I want SelvsLeaderCarson to be a channel where you, the fans, come when you're when you have low self-esteem, or you're not feeling good, or you just come here to laugh at my content and have a good time, or just watch me and perform at what I do. That's completely fine. I made this super long, and I will confess, this is a super long rant video, and I apologize for that, but I really think YouTube is dying, and it's going to be replaced until when somebody comes up. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, guys. Tune in the next, and I'll see you in the next video. So I know I'm not saying stay cool, stay awesome, because this is not awesome at all. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.